To start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Fletcher. And now here's another interception. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about anything.
That is caught by Mitchell for a Jets touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Brown now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
143 yards rushing for him so far this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into their second half blowout material. Achane gets it from the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. This will be caught by one. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
On the go.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Miami.
Here's Achane. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter what.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. That is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Fletcher. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
On the check. Let's go. Let's go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
On the ready.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Whitaker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line.
And the Dolphins
on.
Back to throw. Whitaker. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter. Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And hooked up by Quan Martin. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Brought down at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nowhere to go here. He wants the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Joey Sly onto the field goal.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into the next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Fletcher. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Come on, set! 60 Bison, 60 Bison!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Miami, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.